the jump. Hello, we are live from Austria and welcome to the jump! So last night, after a tense first jump of the series, we said goodbye to Nikki. Over the next week, our 11 remaining celebrities will compete in the world's most difficult and dangerous winter sports. The fastest each night will stay in the race for the title champion of the Jump 2014, and our very lovely Cowell Trophy could be theirs. The slowest two each night will face this, the jump. Now, they can choose from 3 jumps. There's the K15. Now, it might look like the little one, but believe me, when you are up at the top looking down on it, it is really terrifying. Then there's the K24. Now, that's our middle jump, where things really start to get serious. And finally, there's the biggie, the K40. But with all of these jumps, really, anything could happen. No, really, Darren's been at it again. My giddy aunt, seriously, you're going to give me a coronary.
I'm going to give myself one.
That was Darren in training earlier. I'm with our celebrities now. I would hug you, in fact. I was going to come over and give you a hug, but I daren't because I don't want to break you.
I'll probably fall off the chair or something.
Yes, exactly. And Richie. Richie's still here, everyone. Round of applause. Let's have a quick look at Richie last night.
It's all set and he's away.
I love that. 11 metres! What was that? That must have felt so good.
Oh, I felt like John Travolta at the end of Staying Alive last night.
And that's pretty good, strutting.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I mean, you actually beat your own personal best, didn't you?
That was my PB last night, absolutely, yeah. Well, at the top, I just thought, look, if not now, when?
But that's exactly the attitude that you have to have.
You have to.
And you've got to commit.
Well, you've got no choice. Once you stand up, you're committed, that's it.
Yeah, but it's the bit at the end, isn't it? Isn't it the bit at the end when you have to
you've got to
push
really
off?
pop.
You committed. He popped it. Right. Richie and the boys. Oh, nice. You can relax now. Because tonight, the competition starts for our girls. It's the women's skeleton. Here is our performance director, Olympic skier Graham Bell, to explain basically a truly petrifying event.
Skeleton is really for the adrenaline junkie. It is all about speed, and if you don't like speed, then don't do skeleton. It's really not for the faint-hearted. Skeleton is really the slider versus the track. It's the slide. You're in for 1 minute of scare yourself silly all the way to the bottom. Top athletes will achieve speeds of 85 miles an hour. Our guys, around about 60 miles an hour, and believe me, that will feel fast, with all the G-forces and their chin just bouncing off the ice. When things go wrong, they go wrong very fast. The corners come at you so fast. Any mistakes coming out of the corners will mean that you will smack against the walls, and then speed will be lost, and it will hurt a lot. There is no stopping. You are fully committed. There are no brakes on these sleds. Take your fear, lock it away. You're in for the run.
So that is the challenge for our girls. Now remember, this is purely a race against the clock. Our two slowest celebs will take on the jump tonight. So let's kick things off with the first of our women. Now, she's had plenty of smash hits, but she will be hoping to avoid one tonight.
I'm Sunita, and I'm a pop star. I'll be good at this because I like snow, I like Christmas, and I love going to sort of cool restaurants in tucked away places. I've never won anything before, and I'd like to surprise people, for people to think, oh, wow, go on, Sunita.
girls, welcome to the push track at Bath University. This was my home for many, many years, and it's the basic thing that we can do in Britain to teach you about skeleton.
Do you know what? This is my favourite event.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay, that's fast. That's really fast.
I think I was about 66 miles per hour.
Today?
Don't you think?
You were 15.
15.
Today we're going to be going down on the ice on the real thing. You can actually crouch down now and you can see what it looks like.
But it's going to look like I'm going to smash straight into the wall over there.
Yeah, it will look like that.
It's like being a human cannonball, isn't it? Oh, I just really don't want to do this.
Okay, 3 deep breaths.
You can do it, Gold.
My body was saying, please don't do this. And my head was saying, I have to.
Okay, deep breath.
Gold, you can do this.
I feel for her, I know what it's like, and it's just trying to convince someone, you know, you can do this. Actually, she got down really well.
You're braver than you think. If you're scared at the top and you overcome it and you slide as well as you slid, that is a sign of bravery.
I mean, the truth is, I don't know if I can even do this event. I hate it.
I know. I mean, I can see, we can all see that you, we can all see that you are absolutely petrified. But what is it about the skeleton that frightens you?
It's so fast, you've got no control, and you're just being thrown around. It's like being in a car crash.
I mean, you were going through it all over again, watching it, weren't you?
Just watching it, I'm like, oh my God.
So all our ladies have completed their skeleton, but none of them know their time. So, Sunita, let's see you in action. It's race time. Commentary is brought to you by Barry Davis.
Twice this venue has been part of a Winter Olympic Games, in 1964 and in 1976. Now it's to be graced by 6 ladies with really only one thing on their mind, to win. And of course, to survive. First to take this icy course is Sunita.
You're going to be great. Do exactly the same as in training.
Okay. Oh God.
Now, is this a good time to remind her that her biggest hit was entitled So Macho? She certainly wasn't in the training. There were lots of tears and considerable doubts. But away she goes, this British-American singer. Looking to see if she can do well or better than in training. And she started pretty well. Into the coastal. Coming up to the halfway point split time. 19.99 seconds there. But she's got a few problems here after being high, very nearly doing the twist, but she's corrected it very well indeed. Flying to the fastest part of the course at 91.65 kilometers per hour. Coming down towards the finish. It's a good performance. Oh, she doubted herself, but she's conquered those doubts. There she goes, swinging left to right to left again. She's just like a pendulum on ice.
So we could see there, it nearly all went very badly wrong. How did you correct that?
I have no idea, but you see, I told you. No, but I knew that my head was just
smashing all over the place.
It looks as bad as it felt.
I mean, it was probably the most scary event for you, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, I would do anything. I jump.
Rather than avoid doing the skeleton again.
Yeah.
So, I can tell you that you completed the skeleton in...
Please, Davina, please.
45.951. So, there you are. You're up on the leaderboard all by yourself for now. Sunita, everyone! Right, so next it is our former Blue Peter presenter. And here's something we made earlier.
I'm Anthea Turner. I'm a television presenter. Hi there.
We will be back on Blue Peter on Thursday.
I do love the challenge, and I have tenacity when I lock onto something, but this has got to be the craziest thing I've ever done.
Honestly, I can't wait to do this.
What makes you go either faster or slower? Every time you hit a wall, it's going to be slowing you down.
We're talking tenths of a second, with either being at the bottom of the leaderboard or the top.
Ready? Deep breath.
This is a competition. You have to do this at speed.
She's not as scared, and once you get rid of that fear and the nerves, you can concentrate on what you need to do and learn more about the sport.
There's so much more to this than just lying there. How do you get better?
Shoulders down, because that's aerodynamics, and that'll make you go faster. When you know you're coming to the end of corner 9, drag your left toe. I use my feet because if you do too much steering with your shoulders, you could skid.
She's very technical. She's been working out ways of trying to improve her speed, and I think that she will be fast.
When's the next Olympics? Let me just think about this. Got 4 years.
Welcome to Asia! Thank you! Do you know, I have to say, watching that back, I was really impressed. And I think you could see Graham was impressed as well. You really took to the skeleton.
I actually quite liked it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, because it's not really me.
And you really wanted to find out how you could go faster, quicker, improve your style.
Well, the idea of going faster and quicker means all you want to do is not bash against all those walls.
Right. Or do the jump. So you've seen how Sunita did. Let's have a look at you on the skeleton. It's race time.
Next, to slide onto the ice is Anthea Turner, once a Blue Peter.
Shoulders down. Arrow. Head straight. If you take a hit, we're going back into our neutral position.
Taking in every last good piece of advice.
Track is clear.
Right, when you're ready.
Away she goes on a journey of 817 metres, around 10 turns. Good line into the Kreisel. Means that she should carry good speed out of it. She's ahead of Sunita at the halfway point, but only by 16/100th of a second. And a little bit of slip and slide, which she's corrected well with the good use of her shoulders. Into the last corner, which has caused most of them trouble in training. And this is a very good run indeed for Anthea.
You've done so well in training. How did that run for you compare to what you'd achieved in training?
The thing is, this is I think with all of us, we're not quite sure.
Right.
We've been trying to work it out on where we haven't hit a wall.
Right.
Now, I don't know if that means anything or not. When Graham said to me, he said, "Oh, I saw you corrected yourself." Really, did I?
I have no idea how. So, Sunita, 45.951. That's the time you want to beat. So, have you done it?
I don't know.
Let's find out. Yes, you have. 45.413. Only about half a second.
I know.
Half a second. That's the kind of times that we're looking at. Half a second between you. Anyway, coming up, we've got Melinda Messenger and Laura Hamilton showing off their skeleton skills. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the jump, live from Austria, and it is the women's skeleton. The slowest two are going to face the jump at the end of the show. One of them is going to leave the competition. Now, so far, we've seen Sunita and Anthea Turner, with Anthea currently leading the top of the leaderboard. Next up, it's our blonde bombshell. Let's hope she doesn't go bust.
I'm Melinda Messenger and I'm a TV presenter. I've never skied before, I've never been on a mountain, and the closest I've come to anything like this would be building snowmen with the kids. Actually makes me want to be a bit sick when I think about it.
If you wanted to slow yourself down, what would you do?
Oh, what do you mean?
If you wanted to... See, you don't even know what it means. I love that. Slow yourself down.
Melinda is not a skier, so she's been really looking forward to this skeleton event.
And although I've never done this, I'm kind of thinking, because you don't have to have done anything like this before, maybe I might be all right.
Even level playing field. You're small, you're going to tuck in, you're going to stay tight, shoulders down, elbows in. She's petite, she's tiny, she tucks into the sled. Her position was really good. Yeah, she could be a secret little hidden gem.
You're smiling. How was that?
That is quite right. Weirdly, I enjoyed it.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I can honestly say, hand on heart, I do not want to be in that jump. If anything can save me out of this whole competition, I think possibly it's this one, it's the skeleton.
Welcome to Melinda! Melinda, can you just... You enjoyed that?
I know. I don't know what it is, because it's actually terrifying, as everyone said. You know, I think the worst thing is you've got your hands behind your back so you can't protect yourself. But in a strange, sort of sick, twisted kind of way, I loved it. But why? I don't know. I really don't know, because I survived. I don't know. The speed actually was a lot of fun.
Well, let's see if your enjoyment translated into a good time.
So.
It's race time.
Welcome back to the sliding centre in Austria. Next to race is Melinda Messenger. She loved the skeleton in training.
Relax, tighten, head straight.
But anything can happen out there on the track when it's for real. Let's hope she enjoys the ride. Dare I say it, she's built for this sled. Looks very composed on it, very comfortable on it. And this is a good start. Into the Kreisel. Good line. Held well all through. And we have a new leader by 3/100ths of a second. She slid past Anthea. 97.55 kph. That's the fastest on the track so far. Making good adjustments again for her shoulders. This really does look a comfortable event for her. It's going to be a very, very good time. Just listen to the appreciation of the crowd. A slight bump at the end, but it didn't matter. She's a contender, all right. Very high on that corner, which forces her to the other side with a bang, and will have cost her time.
Skeleton, schmeleton. You were 3/100ths of a second faster than Anthea, sort of around the halfway mark. Do you think you managed to keep hold of that?
Do you know what? I've got no idea, because I didn't think I hit any walls, and then I saw a few knocks there, so I have no idea. Let's find out.
As it stands, Anthea's top of the leaderboard with a time of 45.413, so let's find out if you've done enough to beat her. The person now at the top of the leaderboard is... Yes! You have! 44.604. So close, there's barely a second, basically, between first and third. But
does that mean I'm safe?
Yeah.
For now?
Yeah.
For now?
No. You cannot be in the bottom two.
Can I not?
You cannot. Just wallow in that. You are not doing the jump tonight.
I do that every night of the week rather than the jump. It's funny, isn't it?
I know. Go figure. So, congratulations. Alex is over with the girls. Girls, put him down.
I mean, this is a tough job, Davina, but I'm sure I can soldier on. Now, it's nerve-wracking for all you girls tonight, but Amy, I think it's fair to say that you dislike the jump more than anybody. Let's just take a look at this from training.
My feet are right, yeah?
I mean, this is just on the outrun, isn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm really nervous now. Like, don't go, let me go yet. Oh my God, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Slowly.
I know, I can't go.
Slowly.
I can't go, I'm so
Okay, it's all right, it's all right. It's all right. Okay, you did well. You tried at least.
Amy, what is it about the jump that you're so frightened of?
Do you know what, Alex? I couldn't even stand up 5 weeks ago. I couldn't even. I've never skied ever in my life. When you're up there, it's totally different from when you're watching on TV. It's petrifying. I've been up there loads of times. I just think I just can't physically go down it. I'm going to try, but I seem to just can't push myself off of it.
Well, if you have to do it tonight, we wish you all the best in conquering that fear.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, Davina.
Thanks, Alex. Time for our Pussycat doll. Is she going to be pairing, or will things turn grim for Kim?
My name is Kimberly Wyatt, best known for being one of the Pussycat Dolls. There's nothing that can truly prepare me for this except for knowing that I'm a dancer. Growing up in a little farm town of Warrensburg, Missouri, never been on a mountain. As far as learning all of these things, I'm a little out of my element.
This is exciting. I'm really ready for this one.
I'm quite gung-ho about just giving it my all at the top, flinging myself on that sled and hoping for the best. Is that really sort of what I just need to do in order to succeed?
I think that's like the best attitude.
Yeah. A lot of it is about body control and core stability, which I think I can nail. So I'm hoping that my dance background will work with me for this one.
Elbows in, shoulders down, perfect.
I'm really pumped. Definitely some nerves floating around, but I say bring it on.
My secret superstar of skeleton. Her background's a great advantage, she's got good body awareness, and I've got high hopes for her.
That was intense.
You're smiling.
I like that one.
Brilliant.
I think it's an absolutely mental event, but I'm ready to throw myself in.
Do you know what? Welcome, Kimberly. So I'm just going to start talking without saying welcome. Do you know what I love is that Amy called you her secret superstar. Now, what does that mean to you? Because I know you guys all really respect her so much, don't you?
That means a great deal. I mean, Amy is a superstar in her own right, so to see maybe a bit of potential in me, I'm maybe feeling a bit better, because the butterflies have been going like crazy in my
You've all
tummy.
been super nervous tonight, haven't you, girls?
Yeah, really nervous.
OK, so we've seen how you got on with training. Yes. Let's have a look at you for real. It's race time.
No.
So, what's new, Pussycat?
Okay, ready?
Kimberly Wyatt was a member of that group for 7 years. Confident American, she enjoyed the trial run.
Kimberly, eine Sängerin, eine Tänzerin und Choreografin.
She intends to go for a fast time. Comes from Missouri, close to Kansas City. It's not a Friday, but she's on her way. She's coming in to the Kaisel, round it well. Pretty fast time, just 400ths of a second behind Melinda, the current leader. Hurtling towards the speed gun, 99.24 kph. Faster than Melinda by 3 kph. And this is a good line she's taking. Down through the labyrinth. It's quick, it's very quick. But can she hang on? Fast to the finish. She must be really pleased with that.
Well, you were behind Melinda halfway. How have you applied, because I know how focused you are about your dancing, but how have you applied that to skeleton?
The one element I knew I had control over was at the top. So instead of just pushing my toes, I really put my bum up in the air and I gave it a good old push.
And that's a lovely bottom.
Thank you very much. I just tried to stay as straight as possible and think like a bullet.
Okay, well, let's see if it works. So deep breath. Let's see who is at the top now. I think she's happy. I think she's happy. So, Gimli, you got a time of 44.180. So that's pushed Melinda into second place, and it leaves Sunita and Anthea in danger. Sunita! Anthea! But it could all still change. It could all still change. Coming up, I've got Laura Hamilton and Amy Childs. They're going to buckle up and hurtle down. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Jump. We're live in Austria, where our ladies are taking on the skeleton. And one woman who knows all about this is Britain's Olympic gold medal winner, Amy Williams. Amy, what are the challenges, do you think, for our celebrities doing the skeleton?
Oh, my word. There is so much that you can explain and what you need to know to do skeleton, and I had 2 days with everyone here. So for me, it was about really just keeping it really, really simple, trying not to confuse them with steers. Luckily, it's a track that they don't have to be doing too much to be able to get down. So it was just trying to have them as individuals and just teach them what they needed to know.
And talking about individuals, what about men versus women? Because I was just talking to Marcus and he said, oh, we're just crashing into walls all over the place. What's the difference between the men and the women?
Well, the natural thing is that when women start, they do tend to just tuck in the sled, do what I tell them, and then they get down. The men try to battle it a little bit more and fight the sled and get a bit more aggressive, and they try and put in all these extra steers and
no.
Yeah, and then they cause problems for themselves.
Guess who that is? And how's it been teaching complete newbies?
Oh, I feel like I've lost 10 years of my life. I was so nerve-wracking. I feel so responsible for every single one of them. I felt like this mother hen, like watching my children go down.
I think they see you as mother hen as well.
Yeah,
we love Amy. We love Amy. Thank you so much, Amy. So our celebs are all fighting to be first, but they really don't want to be last. The slowest two will be facing the jump. Let's have a look at that leaderboard. It looks like this. We've got Kimberly Wyatt in first place with 44.180, Melinda Messenger on 2, Anthea Turner 3, and in fourth place, Sunita. So Anthea and Sunita are in that danger zone. So, time for our next celebrity. She's used to a place in the sun, so she might not be so keen on a face full of snow.
I'm Laura Hamilton and I'm a TV presenter.
I'm doing my very best to find their dream home in the Dordogne in southwest France.
This is the toughest thing I've ever done, especially because I had a baby 9 weeks ago. As well as training, I am looking after Rocco at the same time.
Ooh, we're going to put you on some skis.
I don't know how that's going to affect my chances with the lack of sleep. And I'm nervous because I don't want to get hurt.
So you don't try and slow down, you just go with it.
Speed is your friend.
Okay.
I am a bit of a control freak, you know, I like to be in control, I like to be able to slow myself down if I want to be able to, and clearly you can't do that on this. Just keep your elbows tight in, keep your feet together, and just look forward.
Oh my God! Ow! Ow! Oh!
Laura is hitting the sides an awful lot. It's slowing her down, and the reason is because she loves to be in control. She's oversteering it. She needs to relax and let the sled actually find its own way down the track. Unless she can stop hitting the sides, she's going to be slow in this competition.
Oh my God!
You took some pretty major hits.
I hate this. I'm just going to have to get on the tray and hope for the best.
say before we go any further, firstly, welcome Laura, but secondly, I think you are such an inspiration to any other mums out there who've just had a baby. There you are, in screamingly tight lycra, chucking yourself down the skeleton. Honestly, hats off to you, Laura. I think you're a very, very brave and brilliant woman.
Well, I'm loving being here. I didn't love the skeleton so much, but it's amazing to be here and I feel very lucky.
You're not feeling confident about this, are you?
No, I'm really not feeling confident. I hated the skeleton. I felt like a human pinball.
See you in action. It's race time.
Now for Laura Hamilton, who hated the skeleton in training. Perhaps not surprising, she became a mother just a little over 2 months ago.
I feel like I'm about to jump out of a plane.
So it's probably not just the newborn baby that's been causing her sleepless nights. Could be the thought of the skeleton too. Public address announcer says the track is clear and away she goes. A little slowly, perhaps, but she's underway. Having to correct a little early and bumping from side to side. And now approaching the tristle, this long, long bend. Not that high around the tristle, which could cost her a second or two. Not quite as fast as Kimberly, but plenty of track still to go. She could catch her. 96.07 kph there for Laura at the fastest part of the course. Screaming away along the track. But she's got better as she's gone down the course. Love the crinkle nose, maybe that suggests confidence. And she comes to the finish and should be proud of herself.
Oh, it wasn't so bad to watch, actually, and I did feel when it came to event day, my run was better than any of my rehearsals, so I guess that was the important run.
That was the important run, and did it pay off? Did the fact that you did the best one you've done? OK, let's find out. Let's see what that's done to the leaderboard. In first place, Kimberly. Second, Melinda. Third, Laura Hamilton. 45.369. Look how close all the scores are. Look how close you were to Anthea. Oh, and because there is only one celebrity left to race, that means that you are safe, Laura, but Sunita, you're not. Sunita, no, darling. I might not be either. No, Sunita. OK, so listen, brace yourself. You'll be going off the jump. Whether Anthea joins Sunita on the jump is all down to our final contestant of the night. It is our Essex girl. She's about to find out that the only way is down very quickly.
I'm Amy Charles. I'm best known for starring in The Only Way is Essex.
Oh, shut up.
I am quite competitive. I'm a professional table tennis player. I was second in South Essex for table tennis, and I think people forget that. What do I know about the winter sports? Not a lot really. I've never really watched it on TV.
I'm an Essex girl.
How scary. You know, it's really dangerous. If you come off of it, you're in serious trouble.
How are you feeling?
Not good.
Not good. She needs this first run under her belt, and then I think she'll calm down a little bit.
The shoulders are much too high. Arms too far away from the body. It's very dangerous because you can hit the wall and you get a painful hurt.
Oh my God! I did feel I was going to fall off a bit.
Shoulders down, elbows in.
I don't really listen to a lot. I'm really listening to this, so this is actually showing something that I'm really loving it. I had a really good run, a little bit more fast than the first time.
I feel great for her because she's really willing and wanting to learn, and she could do better than she thinks.
I could be the next Amy Williams.
So Amy says that she thinks that you could do better than you think you can. Yeah? Do you think you did the best that you could?
Yeah, I think I did really well. I was really happy with my run, even though my practice runs were much better.
Were they?
I know.
So frustrating. Anyway, Sunita's already facing the jump, right? So you are our last girl of the night, Amy. So either you or Anthea will be joining her on the jump. Amy, it's race time.
The last to go is Amy Childs.
Back into that position, like I've always told you to do.
Yep, arms like that.
Yep.
Aerodynamic.
The last from Essex. And the only way is Essex for her.
Start frei, track is clear.
She was very tense in training. She didn't know whether she liked it or not. It will depend on how well she does, because she's a competitor, all right. Question is, can she do enough to avoid the jump? She's got to finish out of the bottom two. Coming up to the split, and she's only 1300s down. If she carries on like this, the jump might be avoided. Crikey, she was higher on the bank there. Didn't seem to bother her. Little touch on the wall again. Another touch too. It's slowing her down, obviously, on the lower part of the course. And a bit of ping and pong from the former table tennis champion, but she finishes, and that's what matters most to her. Fast to the finish. Is it enough to avoid the jump?
Amy, you looked a bit disappointed at the end of that run.
Yeah, my practice on was so much better.
Oh, it's so frustrating that. Anyway, listen, it felt so close to all the other times we've seen here. It is such a close game, this one. All you have to do to avoid the jump is finish 4th or higher. So let's have a look at the final leaderboard. Right, did you take 1st place? Let's have a look. No, Kimberly Wyatt takes 1st place. She wanted to win. She did. Congratulations, Kimberly. Yeah, we'll come back to you in a minute. Oh, you're right there, Alex.
I've been a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, snaps with Kimberly. Anyway, Amy, let's find out. Have you taken 2nd place? No, 2nd place goes to Melinda Messenger. Congratulations. OK, let's have a look. 3rd. Oh, Amy, Laura Hamilton is in 3rd place. OK, so this is it. 4th place. Are you in 4th place? Are you safe from the jump? I know you hate the jump. No. Oh, no, Amy. Amy, you got 45.705. You're so unlucky. That's little more than a second between you and 1st place. So you're going to be facing the jump with Sunita tonight.
Thank God.
OK, so you girls, you go off and go and get ready. Yeah. Good luck. All right, good luck. OK, while they do that, Alex is with the winner of the women's skeleton, Kimberly Wyatt!
Congratulations. We saw there how much that meant to you winning. You're quite competitive, aren't you?
I am a bit competitive. I didn't see it coming. I knew I gave it my best. I really did want to avoid the jump tonight, so I'm really relieved.
But do you think you can win the whole thing?
Oh, that's a lot to say. There's some serious competition around here, so...
Well, congratulations.
I'll give it my all.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers, Davina.
Cheers, Davina.
Yeah, all right. Cheers, Davina. Amy and Sunita are about to face the jump live tonight. One of them will leave the competition for good. Hold on tight, it's about to get jumpy. Welcome back to the jump live in Austria. Amy and Sunita were the slowest in the women's skeleton, and now they will face the jump to stay in the competition. The celebrity who jumps the furthest will make it through to their next event. There they are, they're making their way up to the jump, and our very own Eddie the Eagle knows exactly what that feels like.
They will be bricking it, sitting on that bar, live television, they're at the top of the jump and they're ready to go, and that jump will keep them in the competition. Or one bad jump and they fly home and it's all over. And that's a lot of pressure.
I mean, that's the first time in my whole life I've actually looked at something and thought, there's no possible way I can do that.
From here, it just looks like you come off the end and you drop like a stone.
My whole body's shaking from adrenaline and fear.
And I've got that.
If there's any bit of advice I can give these guys, because I was in the same boat when I first started jumping, they've got to be focused, they've got to capture that fear and use that fear, make them concentrate, and they've got to go for it. When I was nervous doing the jumping, I would get angry with myself, get angry with the jump, and I would attack it. For me, the best line of defence was to attack. They've got to grit their teeth, overcome that fear element, and don't let the jump beat them. They've got to beat the jump. And those that don't will go home.
Oh, and when it goes on, it hurts. Our first jumper is Amy. She's chosen K15, the smallest jump. She's ready at the top. Barry Davis and Eddie Edwards are in the commentary box.
She hasn't moved yet towards the bar. She's had a bit of instruction from the coach. Gingerly does it. Neither of these guys want to do this, but one of them will need to have the will and determination. Amy to set the standard required. Easing herself, but looking very, very concerned. Have to say I'm a bit worried about this. She doesn't look as though she's setting her mind about the task. She's getting good encouragement from the crowd.
Lots of encouragement. That really, really helps. Used to help me ever such a lot. Oh, poor Amy.
Shaking her head, you know. She said she couldn't do it, and I have a nasty feeling she's saying again, oh no, I can't go. Oh dear, it does look that way. What a shame.
It's so difficult sitting on that bar, facing down the jump. Everything inside you is saying, don't do it, don't do it. And she's got to capture that and ignore it.
And the coach seems to indicate that she's not going to do it. Oh no, let's go back to Davina. What a shame.
I really feel for Amy. It looks like she's not going to jump. While we find out what's happening at the top of the slope, let's see what's in store for our boys tomorrow.
Skeleton is all about getting down the track as fast as you can. It's that crazy adrenaline rush that I absolutely love. The speed, it's so fast. Our athletes should hit about 60 miles per hour, and believe me, that will feel terrifying.
You're right.
Mentally in the sport, you've got to be brave, you've got to be fearless.
This is where I anticipate blacking out.
Oh, my God. What can you do? Hold on for green death and hope it's going to be over.
It can be dangerous when it goes wrong.
This is not just fun and games.
Just hold me for a while. Just hold me.
Is it the scariest thing you've ever done?
Ooh, that was brutal with the boys. Right, so we have had confirmation that Amy has decided not to jump tonight. So that means all Sunita has to do is complete a jump and she will get to stay in the competition. So she is attempting the K15. The slope is just getting a little bit of a clean and she is ready at the top.
She was applauded by her opponent, and it should be said that Sunita went straight to her afterwards to console her. And up to this moment, she was looking pretty relaxed. That little word, all she has to do.
She looks as nervous as Amy.
She does indeed. Just has to land. Doesn't matter what the distance is.
No.
She's got the green light.
Come on, Sunita.
Will she go?
You can do it.
She's away! Oh, and she does it with a bit of style. Oh, can't quite believe it. Well done, Sunita.
Oh, fantastic. She was very, very high in the end run, but it didn't matter. She couldn't go high very... Fantastic jump. Good, solid landing. I'd be very, very pleased with that. Standing so high there. Not much of a jump, not much of a takeoff, but a good, solid landing.
And that last thing is all that matters. She's going to carry on in this jump competition, and she can go and tell Davina how she feels about it.
Oh, Sunita, you look like Bambi on ice when you came out. She came up here and her legs just went wider and wider. This feeling.
Amazing, amazing.
And you are still in the competition. And not only a jump, a very stylish jump as well. Congratulations.
Oh, my God.
OK, the results are in. The results are in. Let's see how far you jumped. You jumped 10 metres. That's a really great jump. So listen, congratulations for being congratulated by everybody. Alex, come over here. We sadly have to say goodbye to Amy. Amy's still up there. All we've got to do now is try to get back her down.
I'm not sure this is a good time to mention that the travelator only goes up.
OK, well, we'll see you all tomorrow night. Well done, Sunita. And we'll be back at 8 p.m. Good night.
SodaStream. Bubbles made by you.
The trouble with cod